In 1999, Ford split its trucks in two, engineering the Super Duty with a powerhouse diesel so overbuilt it belonged in school buses, not suburban garages. The gamble reshaped what heavy duty meant, leaving rivals chasing shadows and owners worshiping a truck that could literally refuse to start if its oil ran low, protecting itself from destruction. But how did a single design decision ignite a lasting obsession? And what hidden flaw still haunts even the most loyal Super Duty drivers? Ford's decision in 1999 to split the F-250 and F-350 from the F-150 wasn't just a marketing move. It was a calculated engineering leap. The Super Duty platform arrived with a frame built for real work, thicker steel, boxed crossmembers, and heavy-duty axles like the Dana 50 and Dana 60. Payloads climbed past 4,900 pounds, and towing capacities soared to 20,000 pounds for certain configurations. Those numbers made the old light-duty frames seem outmatched overnight. The Super Duty's appearance told the same story. A towering upright grille took cues from big rigs, announcing the truck's intent before it even started its engine. Designers gave it a tall hood and squared-off fenders, breaking away from the rounded car like shapes that had taken over the F-150. The lower cut-down windows were a first for Ford, and they weren't just for style. They let drivers see curbs and trailers, borrowing from the world of commercial trucks, where visibility means safety and efficiency. Inside, the cab was built for both crews and families, with enough space and comfort to serve construction foremen and weekend haulers alike. Ford offered dozens of configurations: regular, extended, and crew cabs, single or dual rear wheels, and 4x2 or 4x4 drivetrains, making the Super Duty a shapeshifter for every job. This move wasn't just about winning buyers. By building a separate heavy-duty chassis and giving it a look that screamed capability, Ford set a new benchmark. Rivals like Dodge and General Motors were left with aging platforms and softer styling, while Ford's Super Duty became the truck that contractors, farmers, and fleets pointed to as the new industry standard. The foundation was set, not just for a new truck, but for a new era in the heavy-duty market. Under the Super Duty's massive hood sat an engine with a pedigree far removed from ordinary pickups. The 7.3-liter Power Stroke wasn't designed for weekend errands. It was born as the Navistar T444E, a workhorse built for school buses and delivery trucks. This commercial lineage shaped every inch of the engine. The block runs deep with thick cast iron skirts and 6 head bolts per cylinder. That is the sort of overbuilt engineering you would expect in a truck meant to grind out 500,000 miles hauling kids or freight, not just plywood from the hardware store. Durability started with the basics. The deep skirted block gave the crankshaft extra support, fighting off the kind of twisting and flex that destroys lesser engines under constant load. 6 head bolts per cylinder clamped the heads down tight, holding back combustion pressures that would buckle lighter designs. Fleet mechanics saw these engines rack up hundreds of thousands of miles with little more than regular oil and filter changes, a testament to their commercial DNA. But toughness was only half the story. The 7.3-liter Power Stroke brought something new to the table. Hydraulic electronic unit injection, spelled HEUI, replaced the old mechanical injection approach. Instead of relying on a mechanical camshaft to fire the injectors, this system used high-pressure engine oil, sometimes over 3,000 pounds per square inch, to slam fuel into the cylinders. The computer-controlled injectors could adjust timing and fuel delivery on the fly, squeezing out more power, cleaner emissions, and better fuel economy. There was a catch, though. If the oil got too low or too dirty, the engine simply would not start. In a way, the truck protected itself from catastrophic damage, shutting down before a lack of lubrication could do real harm. Midway through 1999, Ford made the 7.3 even more capable. An air-to-air intercooler was added, dropping exhaust gas temperatures and letting the engine breathe easier under heavy loads. The turbocharger was upgraded to a waist-gated Garrett GT P38, and the old mechanical fuel pump gave way to an electric lift pump. These late 1999 changes gave the Super Duty a reputation for relentless, reliable power, a combination that would make these trucks legends among owners and collectors. When Ford retired the 7.3-liter Power Stroke in the middle of 2003, buyers did not realize they were witnessing the end of an era. The replacement was a 6.0-liter diesel, still built by Navistar, and it arrived with promises of more power, cleaner emissions, and modern engineering. The 6.0-liter introduced exhaust gas recirculation and new emissions hardware, responding to government pressure for cleaner trucks. But the reality on the ground was different. What it delivered instead was a wave of early warranty claims, blown head gaskets, injector failures, and electrical gremlins that left even loyal Ford customers stranded. Service bays filled with trucks that would not start, and word spread fast among contractors and farmers who depended on their Super Duty to keep businesses running. For Generation X buyers, the 7.3-liter became more than just an engine. It became a badge of honor. It was the last Ford diesel before the era of exhaust gas recirculation valves, diesel particulate filters, and the complexity that came with them. Owners who once chased the latest model now scoured classifieds for clean 7.3-liter Super Duty, convinced that reliability mattered more than horsepower. The 7.3 liter's reputation grew with every 6.0-liter failure, turning used trucks into collector items almost overnight. In the minds of those who needed their truck to start every single morning, the 7.3-liter was not just good, it was untouchable. Every truck has its quirks, but for owners of the 7.3-liter engine, the cam position sensor, CPS, is a legend in its own right. One minute the Super Duty is humming along, the next it is dead on the shoulder, no warning, no sputter, just silence. The fix is simple and fast for veteran owners. Pop the hood, swap in the spare cam position sensor from the glove box, tighten it down with a trusty 10mm wrench, and get back on the road. It is almost a rite of passage, a mechanical handshake between driver and machine. But the cam position sensor is not the only thing that keeps these trucks interesting. Underneath, another debate rages: automatic or manual? The 4R100 automatic transmission made life easy until the first big tune or a heavy load pushed it too far. Stories circulate of transmissions giving up while the engine just keeps pulling, unbothered by the chaos behind it. For those who needed a truck that could take real abuse, the answer was the ZF6 speed manual transmission. It is heavy, notchy, and unforgiving, but owners swear by its strength. The Holy Grail is a 2003 Crew Cab 4x4 with the ZF6 speed manual transmission. Rare, sought after, and built to outlast just about anything on the road. These challenges did not scare buyers off. If anything, they built a community of drivers ready for whatever the road or the truck threw at them. Collectors and used truck buyers have given the 7.3-liter Super Duty a status few vehicles ever reach. Trucks that rolled off the line more than 2 decades ago routinely sell for half to nearly 3/4 of their original sticker price. The so-called 7.3 tax has become a badge of honor and a source of frustration for bargain hunters. A low-mileage 2002 F350, once a workhorse for job sites and ranches, now commands $25,000 to $35,000 on the used market. That is more than some newer trucks fetch, even those with more features and less rust. This is not just nostalgia driving the numbers. Owners, dealers, and auctioneers point to a simple equation: unmatched reliability plus simple maintenance equals lasting demand. The 7.3 liter's reputation for going 400,000 miles or more without major repairs means buyers are willing to pay a premium, confident the truck will outlast anything else in their price range. For many, it is not just a vehicle, it is an investment, a rolling piece of blue-collar history that keeps earning its keep long after the factory warranty expired. Some legends fade, this one just keeps hauling. What is your Super Duty story? Drop it below.